I just probably gonna use it. So.
Okay. Money team has no money.
Residents here could see their property taxes hiked by anywhere from 9 to 20% because when everybody sits down at that bankruptcy table, they're going to have to give a little and go ahead and try and raise some money in addition to working out the numbers with their creditors.
So the question I ask, we have seen this movie before. Boxers traditionally going broke. You know, they start off well, so flamboyant with all this money and all these cars, and they have businesses they invest in. They're something special, you know, at least in their minds they are.
Floyd Mayweather is in hot water as his own employees have exposed him for not paying their wages, sparking protests outside his gym. Employees at Floyd Mayweather's gym in Hollywood, Los Angeles, have staged protests alleging unpaid wages. Staff members claim they haven't received compensation for weeks, leading to financial hardships.
I just probably gonna use it. So.
Okay. Money team has no money.
All right. Money team has no money.
The money team has
The protests occurred outside the Mayweather Boxing and Fitness facility on Highland Avenue, with employees voicing concerns over delayed payments and poor working conditions. Some workers reported quitting previous jobs for opportunities at the gym, only to face inconsistent pay. The gym's general manager, Samaria Bolden, expressed that the situation has severely impacted her life. Employees are considering legal action under California labor laws.
I had to deal with unsurety. I had to deal with conflict with my now wife because of me not figuring out where I'm going to do, where am I going to get money from to pay my bills? Like, this is insanity, man. Like, we've had members come here and try to offer us we can help you out here, we can give you money, or people gave us Chick-fil-A cards so that we could try to eat food. Like this. Fairness is fair, man. You gotta pay what's due. This is about more than just pay at this point. It's like, come on.
You're good. Thank you.
How you doing? I'm Mayweather Love, community activist and a former trainer here at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Hollywood. We're out here today because we're spreading awareness around inhumane conditions that are taking place within a working environment.
Floyd Mayweather has consistently emphasized the importance of self-reliance and entrepreneurship. In interviews, he has expressed his desire for his children to build upon the businesses he has established, aiming to take them to greater heights. Mayweather's ventures include Mayweather Promotions, the Money Team brand, and various real estate investments. He has also discussed plans to buy an NBA team and invest in skyscrapers, showcasing his commitment to expanding his business empire.
My job is to help you. Yeah, I'm with Floyd, getting a check. I get a check from Floyd, but I want to push you. Have your own business while you traveling the world with me and we laughing, we kicking, and we joking. You got a company where you're making money also. So if something go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
Floyd Mayweather, renowned for his boxing prowess and moniker Money, has cultivated a reputation centered around wealth and opulence. However, recent developments have cast a shadow over his financial practices, revealing a stark contrast between his extravagant lifestyle and mounting financial obligations.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries. $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. Like what? Another deal he finalized with a 20 million property in Manhattan. Financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles gym have sparked significant backlash. Employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the money team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between 100 to 200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now the LA gym facing closure, employees are questioning whether Mayweather himself is aware of the financial trouble.
Floyd Mayweather, renowned for his lavish lifestyle, purchased a $30 million resort-style mansion, further solidifying his reputation for opulence. This acquisition adds to his extensive real estate portfolio, which includes properties in Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Miami. Despite facing financial controversies and unpaid debts, Mayweather continues to indulge in luxury, showcasing his wealth through high-end purchases and investments. Despite facing significant financial obligations, including unpaid taxes and debts, Floyd Mayweather has continued his pattern of extravagant spending. In October 2024, he acquired a $402 million portfolio of over 60 buildings in Upper Manhattan, comprising more than 1,000 affordable housing units. Mayweather confirmed that he owns the properties outright, without any partners, and emphasized that the acquisition was a strategic move to expand his real estate empire.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money. So Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Floyd Mayweather has consistently denied allegations of tax issues, attributing such claims to a biased media narrative. He asserts that he paid $26 million to the IRS in 2015 and questions the accuracy of reports suggesting otherwise. Mayweather maintains that his financial empire remains rock solid and that the media's portrayal is misleading.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather, hashtag TBE.
Despite facing substantial financial obligations, including a $33 million debt to boxer Gervonta Davis and outstanding liabilities in Dubai, Floyd Mayweather has continued his pattern of extravagant spending.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What, they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey, man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find it strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
Floyd Mayweather's penchant for luxury has significantly impacted his financial stability. Known for his lavish lifestyle, he has consistently indulged in high-end cars, private jets, and extravagant properties. This opulence has led to substantial tax obligations, including an unresolved $7.2 million from 2010, and a $22.2 million debt from 2015. Despite these liabilities, Mayweather continues his extravagant spending habits, raising concerns about his financial management. His behavior exemplifies a disregard for fiscal responsibility, prioritizing luxury over addressing mounting debts. This approach has drawn criticism, highlighting the risks of living beyond one's means.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
I see what
we
you're
say
saying.
we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody paper. So
Not at all.
I hope he got 10 billion. And I hope he get out of this problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that. You know what I mean?
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it.
Floyd Mayweather is no stranger to boasting about his wealth. One of his most audacious claims is that he makes $3 million every month, a figure he asserts is higher than that of tech mogul Bill Gates. While these statements have been met with widespread skepticism, they reflect Mayweather's penchant for making grandiose assertions. Financial experts have dismissed these claims as highly unrealistic, pointing to the lack of transparency around Mayweather's income sources.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Oscar De La Hoya, a former world champion boxer, has been outspoken about Mayweather's motivations for certain high-profile fights. According to De La Hoya, Mayweather came out of his rock crawling, a term he uses to describe Mayweather's retreat from the spotlight, to fight big-name opponents like Canelo Alvarez and Conor McGregor, purely for financial gain.
Wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds. Call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
Mayweather's love for luxury is well documented, and his $18 million Jacob & Company billionaire watch is a prime example of his extravagant tastes. The custom-made timepiece, adorned with 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds, represents his obsession with opulence. Purchased in 2018, the watch is just one of many symbols of Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle. Despite amassing over $700 million throughout his boxing career, Mayweather has faced significant financial challenges. Reports have surfaced about his involvement in a $402 million scam, and his extravagant spending habits, such as purchasing a $1 million Super Bowl ticket, have attracted criticism.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1-8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
1 point. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No, hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece. That's
One
the
of
back.
one. One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
I think it's a one of one. I love that.
Even as Mayweather reportedly faces financial difficulties, including owing significant amounts in taxes, he continues to flaunt his wealth through various purchases. He has been seen buying new private jets and showing off his opulent lifestyle on social media, which some argue demonstrates a troubling disregard for his financial responsibilities.
Boxing Doctor News. Hey there, money moves enthusiasts. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's wild ride in the world of wealth. 1 minute. We're hearing about financial troubles. The next, he's dropping $402 million on Manhattan real estate. But hold up, plot twist. Now his LA gym employees are protesting, claiming they haven't been paid. Is the money team really out of money? Meanwhile, Mayweather's still flexing, snagging a $20 million property in Midtown. What's the real story here? Is he a real estate mogul or facing a cash crunch? And the biggest question, does Floyd even know what's happening at his gym? This financial roller coaster is giving us whiplash. What do you think is really going on with Mayweather's millions? Drop your theories in the comments.
Floyd Mayweather frequently shows off his private jet on social media, giving fans a look at its extravagant interior. He's shown the jet's spacious cabin, with luxury seating that looks more like a high-end lounge than a plane.
See, I'm about to get on the jet. Headed to Miami, baby. It's your man Floyd Money Mayweather. It's Air Mayweather. We're on our way to Miami. Come with me. What's up? It's your man Money Mayweather coming to you live. And you know, right now we on Air Mayweather. You know, we like to call it the jet Air Mayweather because you know, when it's my time, it's money time. Everything we do it over the top, exclusive, big, huge, massive. You know, so as we slowly pull the money out the bag, so right now, with the money team, my man Rick right here, he chilling. He don't say much. So it's not, it's nothing like riding on the Air Mayweather, big boy private jet. And we do best. That's 700,000. That's 700,000. That's 700,000 right there. And with this, we make, it's 300,000. That's $1 million. $1 million private jet.
In an attempt to secure his financial future, Mayweather has begun to focus on investments that generate income. He made headlines with his statement, "Money doesn't make me, I make money," emphasizing that he sees money as a tool for building wealth rather than an end in itself. However, this shift in mindset has been overshadowed by his continued focus on making more money without addressing his outstanding tax obligations and debts. While he may be working on securing assets, such as real estate investments through partnerships with firms like SL Green, his financial strategies still raise questions about his long-term financial health.
I don't always talk about different things that I'm doing. What I'm working on right now in New York City, I know you guys, if you guys haven't seen one of my buildings, is One Summit,
Yes.
It's actually it's one of the tallest commercial buildings in the world. So just in New York alone, I got 9 skyscrapers.
Yeah. What's the address of that building?
I don't know that one by heart. So what I'm working on, I want you guys to know this. I got a casino coming to New York City in Times Square.
Wow.
You part of that, yeah.
Clap it up for that. That's incredible.
That's big.
That's
big.
That's huge.
I just saw that. Caesars.
Yes, I got a casino. SL Green is a company that I've been working with for so many years. And Andrew Mathias, great business guy. This is what he told me one day. We took a walk. We was in New York. We was taking a walk. He said, "You see that building right there?" He said, "Yeah." We said, "We own that. You see this building? We own it." So we was walking and walking. Then he said, a boxer makes money when he boxing. A football player makes money when he playing football. Basketball player makes money when he playing basketball. He said, but New York real estate, you make money when you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
that's a bar. That's a big one.
So I said, okay, So I started off something small with him in the beginning.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has weighed in on Mayweather's financial situation, revealing that, despite his vast wealth, Mayweather may in fact be broke. According to Hearn, Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, which includes expensive purchases and extravagant displays of wealth, has contributed to his financial struggles. Hearn's comments suggest that Mayweather's continued pursuit of a luxurious lifestyle, coupled with his mounting debts, may ultimately lead to his financial downfall.
How about Mayweather?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one of the best ever. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era. But he was a different kind of skill set, you know. He was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art of boxing. I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, it just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money.
I don't think he needs the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending,
it's a lot of expenses.
Yeah. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.